There's a tale of extremes happening on the internet. Let me tell you where it is. On one side of the fence, you have an extreme group of people, men and women, that's saying, oh, pitchforks, hate you, right? The women are saying, they hate this, they hate that. Oh my God, I can't believe you. I can't believe you said this. And then the guys on the other hand is like, oh man, I'm angry at you. I don't like you or whatever. And I understand the entertainment part of it, right? The entertainment part is you put on a show, you find your favorite villain, you see the person that you like, you see the person that you don't like, and then you go from there and then you have your opinion or you form your opinion. The problem a lot of times is everybody is on some Me Too type moment, but we'll get there shortly. But then you have the people on the other side of the fence. And those are the extreme people on the left. And those are, oh my God, I can't believe it. And those are the panderers or whatever, so on and so forth, right? And I don't think that you should be any of that. I just think that people should be objective. Again, I understand the entertainment aspect of it. Miss Crow T. Shetty says people are coming. Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to be a little bit more mindful of that, to be honest with y'all. I am. Um, I'll address that shortly, Miss Crow T. Shetty. But here's the thing that I am seeing, and it's a trend. There's a trend of men pandering to women. Now, you don't have to be angry at women in order to be objective about them. But at the same time, the other extreme is that people are pandering like crazy. It is popular. The panderers have moved away from YouTube as far as what I could see. There is an exodus of people pandering on YouTube, and that is left. But they are still doing it on Instagram. They are still doing it on Facebook. And the platform that they're doing it the most on is TikTok. Women have short memories. Women love short form content. It's very difficult to get unproductive women to pay attention and sit down for a long enough time. And once they start scrolling on here, it just goes left. So what they've done is they've taken TikTok from the children, because TikTok initially was a platform that was for younger people. And the younger people was on there doing dances. They was on that Vine type stuff. It was some stuff. It was like the kids are the ones that made it cool, right? The people that were under 18, under 17, under 16. When I even the name TikTok, right? TikTok sounds like a child's game. It sounds like something that was made for kids. So the kids was all on there and they was getting it in and they was taking care of business. And then one woman jumped on there and the other woman jumped on there and they said, oh, I want to take over. And so they pushed all of the kids out. Now the kids is out doing something different. And all of the women has decided that they wanted to go on TikTok. And they over there begging for money. They having kids out of wedlock. And they say, oh, come with me with my 7 kids as we get evicted. And then they put their cash apps on there, or they say, oh, I want to pay pig. And so now you see the panderers are moving over there in mass. They don't have no movement over here on YouTube, because YouTube, you can actually figure out what people are like, because this is more of a long form platform. On TikTok, they over there just flocking. And the pandering is out of control. There is no balance. There's no middle line. I seen a guy come on there this morning, before I jumped on the motorcycle, because I rode my motorcycle into the office today. I seen a guy today saying the same old talking points. He says, yeah, man, I don't understand. It's like these guys, I don't know why y'all feel like y'all hate women so much. It's and then you come for us because we hate you for hating women. And you know what I think it is? I think it's that you couldn't get the girls that you wanted, and so now you won't hear hating the women. And it's like, it's so sickening. All right, let me just educate y'all for a second. This is not weird science from the 80s. This is not Revenge of the Nerds. This is not any of that, right? For a long time, Dudes that are intelligent, dudes that whatever, so on and so forth, they can get any woman they want. And if they can't, then they can go buy some box. It's not hard to get box. For whatever reason, the panderers are using this narrative that's saying that it's difficult for guys or it be the nerdiest looking dudes on. Oh, I can't believe it. You couldn't get the girl you wanted. Nobody that I know personally has ever since middle school. Let's be very clear. Since middle school, no guy that I know has ever had problems getting boxed. If anything, they had boxolitis. All right? They have boxolitis. But you'll get some rando. It'll be in a comment on here on YouTube. It'll be some guy that picks up his phone. Yeah, it's just crazy out here. They'll pick up their stuff on YouTube. You're good. They just disrespect women because they couldn't get the woman that they like. Man, bruh. I promise you, you're not going to get any more box because of your simping and pandering. Nothing. Now, there's two different demographics of men that are pandering, though, right? This is what I've noticed. I've studied this over the last couple of weeks. There's two different types of guys that pander, all right? The first demographic of guy is pandering for likes. He wants the visibility. He get a dopamine hit. You know, the women is in the comments. Tell him, sir. I seen a guy over this past week that just passed. He said that a woman gave him herpes. This is an honest to God truth. I did a review video on my other channel. He said that a woman gave him herpes. And he was pissed at the men. He was loving the woman. You know, I understand. It was what it was. That's my fault for getting herpes from her. He said, but he was mad at the men for saying, hey, they need to expose her. He needs to expose her and just tell the truth. If she's walking around giving men herpes and she knows about it, but she's not saying anything about it, he needs to say something about it. Why come on here and tell a story about how you got herpes by some random woman, but you don't want? This guy was on there pandering so hard. What makes you think this woman would even mess with you? She messed with me. What makes you think she would mess? First of all, nobody wants to get with a chick that knowingly has herpes. All right, that's number one. Number two, the simping. And when you go through the comments was like, this is the type of man that protects women. And I'm like, come on, ladies. Y'all can't be falling for the okie doke again. You can't be falling for this. No way in hell do you believe that these guys even believe what they saying. I seen a guy that I checked on this platform a couple years ago. He reinvented himself, and now he's over there pandering. He literally labels himself a panderer, and women go for it. I mean, on the likes, but not in real life, right? Because we know in real life, you still awkward. All of these guys that's pandering, in real life, they're still awkward. They're not even outside. Super typers. I ran into a lot of people this weekend. A whole lot of people this weekend. I walk down the street. I catch the bus. I'm out in the streets. I meet people in traffic. I meet people at the gas station. Jumped off the train late at night. Having a good time, talking to people on a regular basis. I meet people every day. This is what I know for sure. One thing is for certain. Two things is for sure. The panderers, they freeze up in person. They freeze up in person. It's crazy. Stop pandering. The other group of guys is looking to get monetized. But let me tell you what the problem is with that. It's unsustainable. It's unsustainable. Eventually, you're going to show your true colors. The girl that you with or the girl that you got with back in the day, she going to come back and do a story time about you. How do you beat her ass, right? At some point, they're going to realize that you on the sex offenders list. You're going to do something dumb and get arrested, and then they're going to say, oh, man, somebody going to do a 12-part breakdown on you. It's unsustainable. The thing that I tell people the most, and this is a very, very important key for content creation. I got a content creation live stream on Patreon tonight. Bro, I have a tap into the Patreon. The best time to join the Patreon is the beginning of the month. I got a content creation live stream on how you guys can accelerate the growth of your platforms and monetize and make a bag. All right. On all platforms. I'm going to give you the exact strategy I would do if I was starting today. Or for those of you that are in 1,000 view or 1,000 subscriber purgatory, or you less than 1,000, or you up to 10,000 or something, but you're not making the type of money, we gonna have a real conversation. I'm gonna give y'all every single thing that I think that y'all should do tonight. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. We live streaming tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. The link is already in the Patreon. It's already posted. All right. After that, I will also post the actual location tonight of the meetup on the 28th of June. Okay. But it's better to be authentically yourself. It doesn't matter what you are. It doesn't matter if you're a nerd. Don't matter if you're a real one, whatever. Be authentically what you are. And the reason why it's always better to be authentically what you are is because A, is sustainable forever. You'll never have to worry about it getting exposed for something that you're not. That's why I live my life like an open book. My number one rule when I came into the game is that whatever it was that I am and whatever I evolved into, that's what I was going to authentically be. If people don't like the fact that I curse, but then I say that I love God or I love Jesus, then that's just a problem. It is what it is. But the beautiful thing about being authentic is that you can't say I'm not what I said I was. You may not agree with me. You may be disappointed, but you absolutely, positively can't turn away because it doesn't remove the fact that I'm entertaining, right? And so you may love to hate me. You may hate to love me. Whatever it is, you're never going to come back and say, I knew it. Yep, I'm exactly what I said I was. Toxic masculinity and all. I am so toxic. I'm so toxic. I am. I'm a very toxic person, according to what the internet standards are. Now, I tend to think that that's just being a man. You know, we like to break things. We go, we experiment. You know, we figure it out with this, tinker with this engine. We tinker with that engine. We go and buy this. Oh, man, go get into a crash a bike and then get back up and then go and buy another one. That's just what we are. Our curiosity got the best of us. We got to touch the fire and see what's going on. I don't think that that's being toxic. I think that that's just being a man. It is what it is. But I'm authentic and I don't have to pander. I will never pander to a woman in order to try to get some visibility on the internet. It's unsustainable. And here's the key. And I tell this to people all the time. There's 9 billion people on this earth. What does that mean? That means that you don't have to pander. Y'all acting like it's only 100,000 people across the internet altogether. No, you will find your tribe. There are people that do Pokemon cards online and they have a huge following. I gave some ideas to some people and I'm not going to give it out today because they reemphasize that they're going to implement it and they're going to do it. And it's completely a different niche. It's some people that's some car reviewers. It's some people that like to just get into electronics. It's some people that actually, want to document the married life or they recently got divorced. Whatever it is, just be authentically you. Your tribe will find you. You don't have to. You can do it based off of your expertise in your profession. I know a guy that is really great because he talks about how much money he makes being in skilled trades and being an electrician, right? So there's so many different ways to generate revenue. You don't have to go into the relationship space and think that you got to pander to women in order for you to get a bag. Stop. I don't know if it's just my algorithm. I don't know what the heck is going on, but there is so many guys. And here's another one that I see a lot too. Yeah, man, the reason with men that don't listen to Deontay Kyle, I didn't even know who Deontay Kyle was until the last 2 or 3 weeks. I see guys getting on there more than women. Men, we understand. I haven't even listened to the Deontay Kyle podcast yet. I want to review his content and I want to see what he's talking about, but I can't because every time I get on the internet, I see some guys saying, yeah, man, the reason with guys that don't agree with Deontay Kyle is because, we understand. We're the problem. Ladies, we apologize. I apologize on behalf of all men because I have to say, it's a guy whose niche. It is a guy whose niche is, his whole layout is I am working 4 jobs so that the woman that I marry will never have to work again. And he have his security uniform on, and then it's another guy that he delivers pizzas and he pays his wife don't do nothing, but she ain't got nothing to do. And he does his Domino's pizza and he works a regular job. And I'm delivering pizzas to make sure that and I say, are y'all falling for this? Are y'all falling for this? No way. No way. No way. No way y'all going for this. And then I seen a guy respond in the comments, and he did a response video and said, get out of my comments if you're going to be toxic towards women. We don't do that over here, sir. I'm telling you, bro. Listen, be authentically you. And here's the worst part about it. She's still going to go and bust it down for a real one for the guy that she like. Not you. Not you. For the dude that she chose, let me tell you about toxic guys, okay? And I don't think that they're toxic because there's nothing toxic about masculinity. But let me tell you about men that they label, that these other guys are calling toxic. They're the problem. They never gonna stop getting boxed. They don't stop getting play. They always gonna be richer than you. They always gonna be more successful, and they always gonna be winners in life. Masculinity, no matter how much femininity y'all push, no matter how much diversity, equity, inclusion, it's always gonna be in style. It's always gonna hit in real life. When we cut this computer off and we go on a live stream and I'm about to get into the show, masculinity is always gonna be in style. You know why? Because she always gonna really want somebody to tell her to sit down, shut the fuck up. I got this. Get out of my way. What you doing? You think learning her love languages and doing all of this, you know what? She loves words of affection and gifts of appreciation. Hey, take them clothes off. I don't even talk. I just get into bed. I just start pulling panties down. This show gonna be a little different. It's gonna be a little different. I just start pulling. What's that? What you got? What you doing? Something new? You got a nightgown on? Get that nightgown up. I ain't sitting. It's always gonna be in style. Winners win. Winners win and losers lose. It just is what it is. You can rebrand. You can try to get some likes for the algorithm. You can do whatever you want to say. For all of the women that watch this, for all of the women that say, Anton, I hope you get divorced or I don't like you or whatever, she going. In real life, she going. You can't imagine how many pictures I took with dudes, girls, and they took the picture. Check me out. They tagging me on Instagram. They tagged me on Facebook. You won't imagine. And the dude or the one that took the picture. Oh my God, I watch you every day. I said, where y'all going? Honest to God, on my daughter's life. I said, where y'all? I was walking out the gas station. I ain't even have no car. I had caught the train. Where y'all going? Oh, we about to go out to dinner. Yeah. Can we take a picture? I say, yeah. I do my pose. Can I get one with you by yourself? Here, babe, take it with my phone. It's the same thing. It don't matter. It don't matter. Don't matter what I say, how toxic I am, what it is that I'm going to do. Winners win and losers lose. And I've been winning my whole life. And there's a lot of guys in this chat that can relate to it. It's a lot of guys in this chat that can relate to it. We just winners. It just is what it is. It don't matter how much you pander. Don't matter how much women say that they're going to decenter men. It just is what it is. And it ain't your fault. That's just the way God made it. So you can join the winning team and you can adjust, or you can keep on trying to do it for likes for the algorithm, but it's not going to translate into nothing meaningful in real life. Man, don't hold on, wait. Y'all not gonna stop y'all girl from taking no picture. She gonna take a picture anyway, whether it's with you or without you. It's easy to find me on the gram, and you know I'm in the city. Hey, I didn't get a chance to say nothing to you. Listen, you could either do it, just take the picture for her, show some security, or she gonna hit me up. I went to my, hey, I heard you doing. I heard you. You said that you wanted to give us a tour of the studio. Yeah, I feel you. Okay, you can come through. You can come through. Now you want you take the picture, dog. Yeah, I'm doing a tour Tuesdays. Tour Tuesdays. They know how to find me. They know how to find me.